Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We are back here in the Winter Palace and we still need to go around and speak to a few more people I think and have a bit more of a check around the place in case we're missing anything important like, you know, expensive dog treats. Apparently very important these days. Oh, there is a portion of some description on top there. Oh, there we go, another expensive dog treat. Again, why we need these, don't know. Oh, Hard in Hightown, Chapter 14. The late Magistrate Dunwald's butler blinked as Don and Brenakovich barged into the foyer. Get Lady Marielle now. He headed straight to the parlour where the Magistrate's collection was displayed. Wrapped in a black shawl, Marielle sauntered into the room and leaned against one of the glass cases. Guardsman, what a pleasant surprise. Where's Jevlin? Her smile faltered. Why do you think I wouldn't know? He's your partner. Donnan held up the note. Your perfume, Lady Marielle. He dropped it on the display case beside her. What were you doing in the guard barracks? I didn't leave the note, she said with measured calm, and I don't have your partner. But you were in the barracks. He stepped away to examine the display. You told me Wagner wanted to buy the Magistrate's entire collection, but he said he was only interested in one blade. He opened the case, and I think it was never in Seamus's collection. I think it was the sword meant to go right here. He pointed to the empty velvet-lined box. I looked in the Viscount's records and you've only been married to Magistrate Dunwald for about 3 weeks. You tell me who you're working for and where my partner is, and I'll see if we can't get you a deal with the Viscount's office. The Chantry, Marielle closed the door quietly. They sent me to CraigWL a few months ago, when rumours of the sword began to surface. She examined the note. I don't have Javelin. This was already on his bunk when I went to find both of you. Donnan didn't hide his skepticism. You're innocent, but you didn't report him missing to any of the guards. Someone took him from the barracks, Sarah, with no one the wiser. That doesn't seem strange to you? She looked him in the eye. Have you ever heard of the Executors? They're a myth that kills. She sighed. The Executors have your partner, and I think they have someone inside the city guard. How else could they have gotten Jevlin out of the keep without being seen? Donna watched her fidget with her shawl. Why were you in the barracks? I suspected the Executors had an inside man. How else could they have gotten to poor Comte de Favre to open the door to his killer? Since he arranged the sword's purchase for Seamus, he'd been hiding in his own home. The only people he'd seen was Seamus and you. So that obviously, the inside man did turn out to be Jevlin himself. Much to the surprise of many. So there is that portion or bottle that seems to be lying on top of there, but there also doesn't seem to be a way to get up to climb up these sort of railings like there was in the last time we were here outside the palace. So yeah, we can't do anything there. Another thing to read here. Hard in Hightown Chapter 12. They say you can buy anything in the Lowtown Bazaar. It's mostly true. On the right day, you can find vendors hawking spices from Saharan, the legacies of unknown dwarven paragons, maps to hidden fortresses in the Donarchs, and the crown jewels of Antiva. And no bookstore in Thedas peddles more wild stories than Lowtown. Don and Brenakovich made a point of greeting each shopkeeper as he passed, so that the continual chant of guardsmen reached the ears of the two large men shadowing him since he'd left Lady Marielle in Hightown. The address she'd given him led to a warehouse in the Foundry District, a section of the city populated only by rusted metal spikes and vagrants. Donnan knocked on the door. An immaculately dressed butler greeted him and gestured him for enter. Guardsman Brenakovich, Monsieur Wagner has been expecting you. Donnan followed him through a labyrinth of warehouse offices to a back room richly appointed with silk carpets and tapestries depicting the execution of Andraste. 2 heavy armchairs upholstered in velvet occupied the center of the room. In one sat a smug red-haired man, dressed entirely in blinding white samite. The other chair was empty. Guardsman, please sit, the gentleman spoke with a heavy Starkhaven accent. I suppose you would be Messire Wagner, Donnan asked. I am a procurer of antiquities, Sarah Brenakovich, as I'm sure the Lady Dunwald explained. Wagner carefully lit a pipe made of carved bloodstone and inhaled. We are both men of business, guardsman. You are soon to retire, are you not? Allow me to present you with an opportunity. Donnan turned a critical eye on the tapestry of Andraste's pyre. I am listening. Wagner watched him through a growing veil of smoke. Do you know what Seamus Dunwald had in his possession, guardsman? What made the poor man worth killing? Do tell. The sword of Viserion. Wagner leaned forward, studying him closely. The very blade that pierced Andraste's heart. Donnan gave him a flat stare. If I believe that were even possible, I think that blade will be worth a lot of coin. Most would look at it and see it as a rusty piece of scrap. It is no longer the dual blade of an Hakkon, but to the right buyer guardsman, the sword is worth an empire's ransom. I know such buyers, Wagner smiled. It is here in Kirkwall, and if you help me find it, I can make you a very rich man. Ooh. The intrigue is real. Right, so Cole is there. What's going on with Cole, I do wonder, after all these years.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
Thank you.
I appreciate the help getting him elsewhere.
He wants stones the color of his eyes. Happy, bright, beaming, being seen, not seeing. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Fair enough.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
If it's as good as the Harding one, then go for it.
Grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Shiraz!
Jesus Christ.
The fire of Zither must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fans.
Who is this guy?
Not with him. You need somebody nice. Yes, better. He'll be gentle. So will you.
You're with the Chargers, are you not?
That's Krem, isn't
You
it?
in the Skyhold Tavern where I sing.
Oh yes, I love your songs. Sometimes I'd sit up on the chair to take a better look at your songs. The Chargers have their own song, if you'd like to hear it.
Oh, that I'm sure. If my mind is being smart, there, you know how Krem always used to stand up on the chair. I think they've referenced that. I reckon they've referenced the glitch. That's actually really well done. Well done, Bioware. Krem always used to like almost like stand up on the chair, but it was obviously not intended. But they made it. That's well done. Fair play. Fair play. Excellent.
Nicely done, Cole.
Nicely done indeed. Oh, Krem. Honestly, I hope he finds. They're just talking to each other. That's nice. Sarah's in here too. The Gilded Horn's drink menu, the Golden Nug, and an effervescent white Celony wine with a dash of West Hill brandy and a splash of pomegranate juice, muddled with raspberries and a sprig of royal elf fruit. The Hissing Drake, a bold mix of cinnamon-infused whiskey, dark Lumeran rum, and a Hirul's lava burst, not for the faint of stomach or heart. Benediction, Prophet's Laurel Gin served with a wedge of lime and a thimble of golden scythe. That sounds more normal. The Emerald Valley, made with a spirit distilled by Chantry Sisters and Ladies from over 70 herbs and flowers, topped by egg white foam dusted with nutmeg. Ugh. A Night of Shame, our sweetest Antivan port with a dash of chocolate bitters and a twist of orange, served in a flute of chilled Cyril glass. The Randy Dowager, rumoured to have been concocted by the editor of Orlay's most scandalous periodical herself. A tall glass of abyssal peach liquor and fresh cream garnished with sugared rose petals and served on a silk handkerchief with a scandalous rhyming couplet inked on it by the bartender. That sounds just ridiculous. Right, iron bowls at the bar, nice. Sarah's past and now things. Lost another book, stop leaving them places. Below are journal entries by Sarah, also several sketches of Skyhold with impeccable cross-hatching. Moving again, less stuff, more things, people things. Too many Val somethings, name less stupid all there. Last Jenny checked in, wasn't worried. A drawing of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol, smashing against the face of a chevalier. The symbol is in red and smells of strawberry. Travelling again and again, been here before, we're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace, never good, pack bees. Bet Varric were in trouble, scratched out. Varric won't take a sucker bet, in for 10 with Cullen. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Find who shrunk my Skyhold coat. Skyhold clothes, scratched out. Piss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. It looks very bad. Is Whittle even here? Why do I go where there's no Whittle? A drawing of Sarah and Dagner silhouetted by an explosion, bees, and exploding bees. Charged in the palace, no one will be sleeping. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall, still beardy. Does she not know? Josie is best here. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone? They never call in everyone. Liliana knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. So Sarah doesn't have the highest of hopes for this getting together.
Glad to be back, though. Whatever it is this lot have shoved up their sleeves. Just right up in there.
That's it. It's been some time.
Well, we don't know what's what, so what's there to go on about? It's Inquisition business, innit? That's all we are. Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us. Then there'll be something to talk about.
I do not like you. Right, Iron Bull, I love you. You're the man. Oh, Krem's back.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
What?
Wait, what?
It's for his birthday.
Do Qunari even have birthdays?
Okay.
Alright, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Keep him talking. Got you.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Bull. Oh god. I haven't seen a rift in ages.
It's good to see that the veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the veil isn't technically a physical
This is
barrier.
awful.
It's more like a magical vibration that repels the fade.
This is oh, good God Almighty! Look at them! Look at them! The council may affect Lyrium.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
What on earth just happened? I just love Ferelden politics, you know.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternirs governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls. And then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Bull's just like, I want to punch you in the face.
Good to know.
And the bars just stood there like, what on earth is happening? What are you doing? Isn't Orlesian history grand?
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during the Orlesian unification, under the reign of Mafarath's son, Isarath.
What are they doing? What was he stirring there? What's she doing now? Was that what they were doing to try and move the skull? They were just blowing things up to propel it forward and moving on magic. Okay, I give up.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room. Remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys.
That's
You
brilliant.
got me.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That was brilliant. The fact they knew the whole time. Oh, that was genuinely like heartwarming. The fact that they did that, and the fact that he actually just didn't let on either. That's really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Okay, let's move on now. How do we get onto that balcony? Well, we have to walk up and speak to Josie. Spoke to Blackwall, spoke to Cole, spoke to Bull, spoke to Sarah. We just need to speak to Josie. We might have to go to the middle portion again now. We'll have a quick jaunt around the main plaza before anything else. Oh, is that another dog treat? It's another dog treat. So many of them. What's this say? Half-finished poem. Skin like gulls across the sky, I sigh and fall in evening's lakes. The pools of which deep as your eyes, and eyes of which pierce like wakes, drakes, heartaches, cakes, maker. I hope my lady's patience. Greatness takes time, you know. What's this? A gold cravat. I'm very interested as to what the purpose of a lot of these pickups are, because there's a lot which are just unexplained, and I'm curious as to know what exactly is going to happen with them. Right, let's speak to Varric, our good friend Varric.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Sebastian?
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Oh.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you?
Am I interrupting?
Am I interrupting something important?
Yes.
Which is perfect, because Bran here needed a break. This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount.
Bran.
Provisional Viscount.
Oh, this is. Oh, he was the seneschal, wasn't he? He was the seneschal of the Viscounts who got killed. I think he got killed, didn't he? I'm sure he got killed. Yeah, Viscount. It was do something. It sounded like Dumat, but it wasn't Dumat. If my memory's serving me correctly. He's here for the talks.
Are you here to represent Kirkwall in the Exalted Council, Viscount Bran?
Provisional Viscount, which sadly is no longer my office. I have resumed my post as seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
Varric's the Viscount of Kirkwall. What on earth?
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
You'll be a great Viscount.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured after Dumas and
Dumas, that's
what's
it.
the
Viscount
worst that
Dumas.
could happen if we put the dwarf in charge?
I don't remember Perrin,
They
though.
voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present.
Oh, what'd you get me?
It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a compt now.
I'm a compt.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall,
Compt
anyway.
Trevelyan.
Proper
Nice.
disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
You're not the Viscounts anymore. Bran. I don't know what to say.
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it.
He looks so angry in the background, doesn't he?
Reminds me.
He's
It's
just
the key
observing
to the
us.
city.
The key to the...
Can't give
He's back again.
Council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Can I try it out? Oh, imagine. Thank you, Varric.
Thank you. I'm touched. A little bit horrified by this key now, but still touched.
Please don't give anything else away.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway,
That's a lot
you
of
should
power.
meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
As many games as you want, Varric.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
These little conversations are brilliant, honestly. They like add so much to the charm of your party and make them so like lovable, honestly. For most of them anyway. I will not mention any certain names. I joke, kind of. Right, so I'm guessing Josie's up here. Josie is up here. Let's read this. There's two things to read here. Josephine, in the last few years, dear Inquisitor Trevelyan, and Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers. I have written and received so many letters from the Orlesian court, our birds practically blot out the sun. We are as prepared for this exalted council as we will ever be. I know this past year has been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I have attended many myself, but this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we have worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile and remember we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Respectfully yours, Ambassador Montelier. And then we have this one, which is Liliana in the last few years. Inquisitor, unfortunately I must report that my attempt to use nugs in the place of messenger birds in the deep road has not gone well. On the first attempt, the nugs I released would not even go in the right direction, choosing instead to run around in circles and collide with walls while trying to squirm out from under the message canisters. After considerable training, the second attempt went slightly better, with only half trying to escape their collars, while the others at least tried to go in the right direction. However, none of the nugs arrived at their destination. I will require some of the Charter's time in dealing with an Orlesian noblewoman I believe to be intercepting my nugs. From my surveillance, she appears to be dressing them in little frocks that are simply terrible. Nightingale. Nice. Cole in the last few years. Oh, Cole's got a history as well. I sent this to you as uncertain whether this comprises a joke, a test, or some form of magic. If it is the latter, I wish to state that I am deeply uncomfortable, but based on the results, I can hardly complain. Our work has never been more successful. I have no recollection of having written the following, but it is clearly in my hand, which signifies in the language that make it clear I acted on my own volition when writing it. I assume that you will make more of it than I can. Charter. Send to Inquisitor in RE Cole. Quarterly progress. Rescue 6. Higher than expected. Targets hit 4. 1 dead when wanted for interrogation. No prisons. Agent morale strong. Some crying. All insisted they were good tears. Strong emotions but unrelated to mission at hand. Usually tied to some past trauma. Oddities. Misplaced items. Unexpected. Often tied to emotional revelation among group. Concern with hostile blood mage binding demons. V. Angry. Wax on my fingers, bees drone behind me as the honeycomb crunches between my teeth. She was always proud of me. Why did I write this? Call to his usual mind tricks. Josie, my lovely, lovely ambassador.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later.
Concerning indeed.
Will you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable.
Of course.
The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence, but the ministers may... No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
You scheduled a friendly chat.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chat with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
Oh?
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
That's a good point.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are.
Very true.
With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
Oh, doing what exactly?
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Ah, I'd love to go with you.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once.
I hope I can actually see this happen.
The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
What's that noise?
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
What just happened?
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in fact?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
It was amazing. It means more than you did,
What I
yeah.
really enjoyed was seeing you put your duties aside for a change.
I truly did. Thank you for coming. It's been too long since I just spent an evening doing nothing.
Here's to nothing. May it happen to us more often in the future.
Well said.
Oh, look! The encore signal!
Look at his face! Oh, that was brilliant. I love this DLC so far. I'm guessing it's gonna get more sort of serious soon, but I love the sort of calm nature it's just sort of displaying right now. Calm and enjoyable. A crumpled silk napkin. Right, well, we are going to end this episode here, but if memory serves, is it down here where that pickup was? It's over there, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's over there. Can we get there? We can't. Is it definitely this side? It was on this side. Can we get over there? I don't know if we can get over there, you know. We can try. Ow. Right, yeah, it's there. But how? And I mean how? Can we make that jump? Can we have a straight... Oh, you fucking... Never mind. Okay. Yeah, Whoa, what's happened? Oh, I thought the game had properly glitched out then. Yeah, okay, so I don't know how to get up there right now, unfortunately. Maybe we'll be able to find a way in the future, but thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I shall catch you all in the next episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.